Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today, I want to talk some more about the graph. This GRT coin that mysteriously came up, put in $750 million of market cap in like a day, or a couple of days, and it's just taking over. Now, I must say I do not have any money in the graph, but I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about what just happened to this. And also, I want to tell you guys a little bit more about this David Schwartz mentioned thing about 90% of the crypto investment scams being easy to spot. Because I kind of disagree with his statement here, so I want to talk with you guys a little bit more about that. But before we get into any of this, make sure you press the like button, subscribe, and comment something down below, because the first time a video hits 1,500 likes within 24 hours, we're normally giving away 250 XRP, but today, you know what, let's give away, I guess, 100 graph or GRT. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. I'm saying 100 because, well, maybe the graph here is going to go up in value quite a lot, and I might have to pay too much money then. So, you know, let's just put it at 100 graph, whatever the price is. We're going to be giving that away the first time a video hits 1,500 likes within 24 hours. So make sure you press the like button, subscribe, comment something down below, and let's get it. So let's start off here with David Schwartz, all right? He said about 90% of the crypto investment and mining scams can be spotted by just understanding that if somebody knew how to get some crazy high returns, they wouldn't need your money because they could just get a loan. And I just want to say that that is not the truth, as some of these guys, they actually have like an opportunity where they either want to involve you as an individual, which could be possible, or they just want to kind of not risk their own money, and it's not like low risk, but the return is there, right? Or it's kind of low risk, but they already have all the money that they could get invested inside. For example, some projects out there work better the more money that is inside. For example, to keep things stable, but also because you have a bigger influence on the market that way. So it could be very beneficial to actually get user money instead of just loaning your own, because as I said in the previous video as well, you can only loan so much, especially if you're a smaller company. If I were to go to the bank right now, I'm definitely not going to get a $10 million loan. However, if I were to be a marketing genius, I might be able to get $1 billion, for example, after like a good hard effort, of course, and I guess a couple of good advisors, $1 billion in placed capital, or maybe I should say just in what people invest in total. Let's say $1 billion, maybe let's say 100 million, whatever. And if I take a 2% fee on that, I might actually get more money that way than going for everything myself and going to loan. Of course, if I get all that money placed in and people trust me that much, well, yeah, the bank is going to give me more money to loan. But otherwise, you know, not really. And it's not that easy to get cheap capital or even capital in that sense, unless you have a good plan. But if your plan is to go for something as risky, yeah, you might not get that much money for people who really want to loan it to you. All right, just letting you guys know, it's a lot easier to make people put their money in for themselves, and then you just portray the risks rather than really them loaning you money. It's just a difficult business, at least as I have found out. Then another part is about 2% daily returns. If somebody promises you that, that's most likely fake. True, but it's not like 2% returns a day are impossible in that sense. I mean, if you were to, for example, look at Bitcoin's return over the last 10 years or something like that, I mean, from the starting date that I could take up till right about now, I think I could actually take, oh no, I can only take to the 18th right now. Well, if you were to calculate that, again, you can see we have a astronomical return of, is it 46? Yeah, 46 million % return, 350% annualized return, and ending value for a $10 investment being $4.6 million, right? So, it's not like 2% a day is impossible. And I mean, GRT here, or the graph, also in just 1 week went from about 10 cents here or so to right around 60 or 70 cents. And if you can do this consecutively, if you can spot these good trends, yeah, you can make a lot of freaking money. You can actually make 50% in 1 day, every single day, if you know how to invest in these coins properly, because there are coins coming out every single day. The only skill is in spotting them. Another thing, for example, is unstoppable domains. This thing is not like, for example, I guess a coin like that, because it's not a coin. It's, of course, an investment type of thing, because you can just buy, I guess, crypto domains, .crypto and stuff like that. But the thing with this is, like, maybe it's not going to make you a 2% daily return, because it doesn't really give daily returns in that sense. But if you, for example, over 1 year make 5,000% return on your money, right? For example, you can sell your domain for a lot more money maybe eventually, or you're just making so much money with the website you built on there. Things like that are always possible as well, right? So if I, for example, say, hey, buy this because you can get on average maybe a 1% return in over 5 years per day, because you get, let's say, 10,000% in 5 years on your investment. Things like that are also not necessarily scams, right? Again, this is a platform I use personally, Unstoppable Domains. I have 24 of these that I bought. Check it out. Link is down below. It is definitely worth just a view with your little eyes. And also, I just want to say that a lot of companies are doing this, of course, where, for example, Grayscale is allowing people to, it wasn't loading, enter the crypto space without really portraying themselves to too much risk. The thing is, guys, Grayscale is one of the most stupid things you can buy or buy into, because what they just do is they buy Bitcoin for you. They ask a 2% fee for that, and it's selling at like a freaking ridiculous premium. And you're still just buying Bitcoin because there are no mutual funds or ETFs for Bitcoin just quite yet. And a lot of these guys, they don't know how to buy crypto. They don't know how to store it properly. They don't know all those things. And that's why they go for such a thing. But it's really just dumb. Yet people are still going for it, right? These guys are just making free money off of others. And the fun part about it is these things are not scams. These are official legal schemes. They're just, nice. And it's also that some guys might be able to get you some money, which might not even be low risk, but it may just be so where they're just using an opportunity which you could have done as well with your own money for yourself, but they just want to do it with your money because then they can get a fee. For example, you could have bought Bitcoin completely on your own. No problem. You wouldn't have to pay a 2% fee for storing or just for anything. Because these guys, Grayscale, make money regardless of the Bitcoin price, right? They don't care where the price goes. They just care about making more ads, making more people invest because they can get a management fee regardless. So they don't care. Now, with that idea in mind, it could also be that these guys just want your money because, well, they found an opportunity that you could go for, but they can go for as well, and they can take a cut on your money. If I were to, for example, launch a fund right now buying crypto and you would join, I wouldn't do that because I know how to place it better than you. I just know that, well, we're both going to make a huge sum of money. So why did I take a fee or a percentage of your money then as well, right? So it's not always true. That's something very, very much important. And on that note, again, this GRT here is a clear example that you can make a ton of freaking money in just a couple of days sometimes. And sometimes people know, right? Sometimes people know. The only reason it goes bad is if people say, I will guarantee you a 2% a day. Those things are always scams. But GRT here, the token from the blockchain network, the Graph, has increased from 0 to 760 million in 3 days. The Graph helps blockchain firms find and sort data. The network distributes the token GRT to anyone that helps process these transactions. The Graph, the native currency of the company that helps decentralized applications, dApps, find and sort blockchain data, has reached a market cap of 750 mil in just 3 days. And yeah, you might be wondering, why has this done that? Like, why is it going up like crazy? Who's buying this? Who is doing this? What's happening? Well, let me tell you guys that this is a scheme that is very, very easy to point out, but very, very smart. The San Francisco-based company that mints GRT raised $12 million in a token sale for the Graph tokens in just October. It raised further $5 million in June. Participants include Coinbase Ventures, Framework Ventures, and Parafai Capital. And that's where you should already have your bells tinkering like, all right, Coinbase Ventures, because if you read a little bit on, the Graph is a distributed query processing protocol. Its protocol ensures that queries reach dApps in a trustless and secure manner. For instance, a dApp could query some data hosted on Ethereum and collect that data without interacting with a third party. The tech is phenomenal, right? But we all didn't know it existed. However, Coinbase did know. Coinbase did know it existed, and they put some money into that company. They put some money in. And you know what really caused the price to increase this much? A Coinbase listing. GRT getting listed on Coinbase was a huge announcement. I'm going to actually, Coinbase GRT, look for the official announcement exactly when it came out, because I don't know. I think 3 days ago, right? Let me quickly here see the Coinbase article. Yeah, officially on Coinbase.com here. Let me put it in. Coinbase blog. The Graph is now available on Coinbase 3 days ago. It says if you type it in on the internets. Boom. These guys, they've just gone for a freaking rapid and hugely successful marketing scheme because, really, it's a good coin. But most people didn't know about it. If it started off at the bottom, with Coinbase not supporting it, It could have been that people just found it, yada, 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 and the price would slowly rise. But since Coinbase Ventures went so heavily into it and listed it straight out of the bat, and it's just something that's so viable as anybody could see, it's just a huge technology, which I might even put some more money in if I do not want to take all my money off of exchanges, and there's proper ways to store it already, then this thing is freaking huge, all right? I just have to check out exactly on which exchanges it's supported already, because as of this point, it's not too much. All right, just Coinbase, which I do not use for anything at all, so I cannot really use it properly. But eventually, man, this could be really, really huge, and I'm really quite excited for GRT and the future of it, of course. Because Coinbase pulled an insider scheme on us here with some very smart tactics, which made the price skyrocket day one. But yeah, I'm gonna watch for Coinbase Ventures as well, see what they invest in, because well, if they keep listing coins like that, we could make a ton of money as they keep going on with that type of stuff. And then this one here, Bitcoin OTC indicators point to ongoing institutional buying, and this means only one thing. BTC bull run never stops as long as these huge OTC deals keep on going, says Ki Young-yu, CEO of Crypto Quant. The thing is, guys, the Bitcoin bull run will stop eventually, and the thing will go down, I personally think. It doesn't have to, but I mean, in normal markets, you always get recessions or corrections eventually, so Bitcoin would do the same thing. However, it may be so that instead of just like a 1 month, or no, let's say a 3 month upside and a 3-year downside for Bitcoin, is going to eventually turn around where it's just a couple of years upside before another big correction, where it's just more of a traditional asset or something like that. It could happen as well. It could be quite close. We don't really know. The thing is, institutions are buying this stuff like freaking wolves looking at a piece of meat on the floor, like hyenas, just buying it in huge chunks. And I do, of course, I've considered a couple of options, but I do think they will keep on doing that for a very, very long while. And even though the price may fall down, the real idea behind crypto is not fading, of course, and thus they'll most likely keep buying off for a very, very good long while into the future, unless Google comes out or any company comes out with a crazy quantum financial or system or quantum computers, or if the debt, for example, gets too crazy in a positive sense, where, for example, the US has found the perfect scheme to get rid of debt, and people trust the government again, or they just get rid of all the scandals and people are just really, really happy. Yeah, crypto might not do very, very well because of that, but in general, right now, things are looking only very, very dire and looking worse and worse and worse as time moves on. So I think crypto is the future, and I'm investing 90% of my money into it. But yeah, that was it for GRT. It's looking pretty damn crazy. That was it for crypto for today. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video. Check out Webull, guys, if you're from the US, 4 free stocks for free, and take care.